what works and what doesn't. So today's video is all about discovering what will work and what won't work for your stream and how to decide what was a good call and what was a bad call. All right. There's going to be immediate and long-term things you have to look at when trying to judge if a move or a new game is a good or bad call. And this is based off of implementing any new system, class, program in any business. If you do something once, you're going to get like shock and awe, which means you could get a giant boost or you could see a very large, very quick decline for that stream. All right. So let's say everyone knows me for playing Overwatch. Okay. That's the main game that I currently play. So it's pretty relevant for me to say that. And suddenly I decide, you know what? Let's do something different. So this is exactly what I did. I'm gonna tell you a little bit of a story about myself. I was like, let's do an indie night. Wednesday nights, let's pick up a new game. Let's try it out. Let's see how it goes. That way, I can save my viewers some money. They have incentive to come in because they get to see something they probably haven't seen before. Maybe we can find a really cool new game. What happened? Here's what happened. So everyone loved the idea, but then no one came in to view it because all of my regulars were like, I'm ready for Overwatch. Like, this is what we do here. We're here for Overwatch and, me being absolutely ridiculous, and people like to watch me get better at Overwatch. I don't know. But I can't just stop right now just because that one or two not as good outcomes as I necessarily wanted from that. All right. The way that I look at that is, all right, well, let me see if I can make this work. So what you have to do when you're making a decision to change something, first off, as T-Rex and Professor Broman said in one of their awesome streaming podcasts, which if you haven't watched those yet, Streaming 101 on YouTube, it's got all the videos. They're long, but they're worth it if you want to sit down and get a lot of information from people who are a lot more seasoned in streaming. Like I said, I'm always researching. But what I mean is, you can't just judge it off of one or two. If you want to implement something new, first off, you have to stick to it. And then you have to pay attention to what's happening. All right? Maybe I'm less entertaining when I do indie night right now because I haven't been, I'm not as used to the game, so I don't have the same kind of flow and improving off the fly because I have a general like comfort level with all the characters and the maps. So maybe that's my issue with that. Maybe it's something different. But what I do is I'm going to do this for a month or two because I want to see if it is something that isn't, what's best for my community, or if I just haven't been doing it the best I can. All right. Now, this is what I mean for any of you guys who are like, oh, I feel like a one trick. I'm only streaming this one game and I want to branch out. All right. Well, you better be ready for a little bit of change because when you throw change at an audience, change is going to happen, and it may not necessarily right away be the type of change you want, okay? So stay strong in what you decide. Decide how long you're going to test something, and look at how to make it better. Every time I do an indie night, I make it better. This past time, I added an event invite on multiple social medias. I hyped it a lot. I created an image that had a lot of details and information in it. And then I even went into a couple different small groups on Discord and was like, hey, guys, I'm trying this thing. I'm going to let you know how it goes. If anyone wants to check it out, I'm going to be doing it here. And that doesn't mean that I approach streamers and we're like, hey, guys, I'm doing indie night. You should come check it out. I talk to them a lot more casually than that because they're people that are my friends. I game with them regularly. But if you're going to make a change, be ready to stick to it and really try to look at it, remove yourself a little bit, take stock of the situation, see if it's a good call or a bad call over time, and then move on from there. Maybe your niche isn't variety gaming. And if you don't care about your viewership and you don't care about, growing, fine. Do you. If you're streaming just for fun, just because you want that one or two people in there, cool. Just don't let it get you down if there aren't as many viewers as you want. Now, I know that was a little bit of a rant off the specific subject of making new decisions, implementing and sticking to it, but that is important. mindset is incredibly important for streamers because it's such a saturated and easy to get into market. You are competing against probably more people than almost any other thing that you could be trying to do in the modern time. Okay? Now, as always, you got questions, I'll try to answer them. All right? Send me a message, add me on Facebook, follow my social medias, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.